Coffee and Headlines is brought to you by the generous support of our viewers and the following community partners: Best Cord Cutting TV, Bravos Restaurant Bar, El Rey Lounge de Versalles, Joint Boutique Hotel and Cowork, Puerto Vallarta Neurofeedback, Puerto Vallarta Owners Reps, Oculto, and Siam Cocina Thai. Thank you for your support, and thank you for supporting our community partners. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our morning get-together live here on Facebook, where we take a look at news from our city, state, and country. We take a look at your comments, ideas, and suggestions. We combine all this information and put it to good use as a community of English-speaking locals living here in Puerto Vallarta, which also includes a bunch of you who are not here but are here in spirit, and a bunch of you who are counting days to come back to our city in the near future. Today is Saturday, October 26th. I hope you're having a good weekend. I'm having a really nice weekend. It's going to be very mellow for me because last weekend, of course, I was in Guadalajara. This weekend, it's a stay-home weekend or stay in the neighborhood weekend, as I have a lot of projects to get caught up on. What are you up to this weekend? Please let me know so that we can all get excited with you and for you as well. We have a bit of news, not much, but check out this poor image. You know, bus rides in Puerto Vallarta can be bumpy as it is, and then all of a sudden imagine being on this lovely bus along Avenida Insurgentes in Colonia Emiliano Zapata, and all of a sudden landing in a sinkhole that appeared out of nowhere. This happened yesterday, I believe, and the poor bus went into the sinkhole and didn't come back until it was pulled out. Of course, authorities quickly mobilized once the bus was removed to find out that a broken pipe was responsible for softening the surrounding soil and causing the unexpected sinkhole. But look at the size of that thing. Clearly, it was not pretty. But I'm glad that they're looking into that. And speaking of looking into that, this is an interesting topic for me. This image shows city council members debating an issue that may surprise you. So let me give you a little bit of context. It is worth noting that Puerto Vallarta, like any city, has laws for commonplace situations, such as whether you can or should your cell phone while driving, or if you can double park, or whether you take your garbage at the right time or not, or whether you pick up after your dog when you are out walking your dog. Of course, all these things are infractionable, and you would think that infractions of these and other incidents would get fined according to the law, but oftentimes they're not. So that is precisely what the new city council is debating here. How tough should the city be on basic laws? Now, this is not specifically mentioned in the article, but it is no secret that local authorities try to be lax about city ordinances and things like that, because ultimately we are a city that is a tourist destination, and we want to make sure that tourists leave Puerto Vallarta with a good taste in their mouths. But where do you draw the line? And it's not just about tourists, it's also about locals getting away with things that they shouldn't be getting away with. What do you think about this? How tough should our city be with basic infractors that don't pick up after their dogs, or maybe take out the trash at the wrong time, or maybe are driving irresponsibly by using their cell phone? I mean, if I had a 50 peso bill for every time I'd gone on a city bus and I saw a driver chatting or having a phone conversation, we'd have a lovely television studio, that's for sure. And of course, moving on, I have another one of those finger pointers. Apparently, now fingers are pointing at Luis Escoto, who was the director of culture during the past administration. I didn't have the pleasure. I knew that he was placed as the director of culture by the government of Luis Michel as a campaign favor. I knew from people that knew the man that he did not have a lot of experience handling culture. And now he's being accused of fostering a divisive work environment while he served as director of culture. And he's also being accused of stealing. Now, the new administration has added this situation to the list of irregularities they are currently trying to unravel. We don't have any more details about this at this time, but I am sure, or rather, I hope that more details will be not only available, but that action will be taken against anyone who stole in the last administration. We'll keep our fingers crossed on that one. In the meantime, let us take a quick look at our city, at our local forecast, rather. Let's see. Oh, that is adorable. Jeff Bezos stopped the Washington Post from endorsing me for president. That is so funny. I read all about that yesterday. If you don't know what that is about, just write the word Bezos in your comment and I'll be happy to clarify. In the meantime, it looks like we have a temperature of 30 degrees right now. Humidity is at 68%, and today we can expect clear skies in the morning with rain in the afternoon. With rain in the afternoon and only a 2% chance of rain, I don't think so. We will have a 32 high and a low of 23. Then on Sunday, humid with clear skies throughout the day, a high of 32 and a low of 22. And we begin the work week with a humid day with clear skies throughout the day, only a 9% chance of rain, a high of 32 and a low of 22. So not major changes in our weather forecast for the weekend. And let me continue with a couple of things that I singled out to share with you, starting with this one. Yesterday, somebody mentioned this Queen's Brunch Bazaar that will take place tomorrow at Monson Brewing. If you are in the vicinity, this will happen from 10 to 4 p.m. with more than 10 vendors of crafts and all kinds of things. In a live presentation from Gigawatt, who you may remember wrote a book about inspiring planning here in Puerto Vallarta, and we had an interview with her in the spotlight. And here is also a reminder of the Isla de los Muertos festival that will take place on the Isla Rio Cuale on November 1st from 4 to 10. This will benefit the Vallarta Garden Club and Vallarta Cares. And then we have this. The city has announced a Catrina costume competition that will take place at Los Arcos at 7:30 p.m. on November 2nd, which is Day of the Dead. It seems like this evening, November 2nd, of course, like in years past, will be the evening to be sauntering around the Malecón and checking things out. If you wish to participate in this costume competition, it is open to people of all ages, and all the guidelines are included in the post. And then, if you're in Guadalajara or the Guadalajara metropolitan area, I have some news for you as well. The cempasúchil, or marigold, is a flower traditionally associated with Day of the Dead. And if you are in the Guadalajara metropolitan area, there is a farm near the city that grows these beautiful flowers, and you can visit it, take some nice selfies, like many people enjoy doing. If you want all the details about this rancho located near Guadalajara, you can find the information in the article. Also, in the Guadalajara area, the municipality of Tlaquepaque is hoping to claim a world record this year with the largest Day of the Dead altar in the world during its upcoming Day of the Dead festival, which kicks off tomorrow and continues until November 3rd. How are they going to do this? Well, they are going to get all the businesses in the tourist area, the downtown area of Tlaquepaque, to build an altar outside of their shops, and somehow they're going to connect them together so that it becomes the largest one in the world. 265,000 people are expected to attend the festival through the weekend. So if big crowds are your thing and you want to see a ginormous Day of the Dead altar, you want to head over to Tlaquepaque in Guadalajara. And of course, the city of Guadalajara will host its own Day of the Dead parade on November 2nd. 80,000 people were there to enjoy it last year, and the city is hoping to break that record. A detailed map of the route is included in the referenced news item. And of course, here in town, we will have my very own Day of the Dead presentation this coming Tuesday, where we will take a look at all the origin of the celebration, the cosmology, the traditions, what we do, what we wear, how we do it, what we eat, what kind of music we listen to. All that good stuff will be happening at the Joint Boutique Hotel this coming Tuesday. And of course, the Café Rio at the hotel will be offering 2 wonderful Day of the Dead specials up until 5 p.m., which is when my presentation starts. So if you want to enjoy these 2 Day of the Dead bread specials, you want to get there a little early, maybe around 4, and enjoy it. Or if you want to get there right before my presentation and you want to bring your food over to the event center, you can certainly do that. And last on my announcements today, this has nothing to do with Day of the Dead, but it is an important fundraising event here in Puerto Vallarta, so I figured I might as well put it out there. Hacienda San Angel has announced their traditional annual fundraiser brunch to benefit the Puerto Vallarta SPCA. The event will take place, as always, at Hacienda San Angel on Sunday, November 24th from 10:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Details are included in this post. And now, let's see what you guys are up to. Let's see what we have today. Good mornings. And Brian and Chris are back at home. I am so happy that you are. Yay. Let me know what the visiting hours are, my friends. Let's see what we have. Yay, Jim is coming back. Just 3 more days until I arrive. You are one of the people that I bought a bus card for, right, Jim? I have a bus card for you, so I hope that we're going to connect when you return. Yes. Sue is going to a neighborhood Halloween party tonight. What fun. Are you going to wear something special? Please let us know. The poor bus. What a way to ruin the day. Well, I would be more concerned about my tuchus, my dear Sherry, because if you're sitting in the back of that bus, things are bumpy to begin with. And if your tuchus is subjected to something like that, ouch. Oh, I haven't used tuchus in a while. It felt good. Let's see. For some unknown reason, I am unable to comment unless as a response. So here's a hi from Vancouver. That is very bizarre, Barbara. You know, Facebook, sometimes they change their own little settings, but we haven't done anything different here, just as an FYI. I hope you get that resolved. quiet weekend Zoom meeting after this, then probably hang out in my air conditioning. Well, Kathy, I'm envious slightly of the air conditioning. For me, it's going to be about editing music presentations, editing content, crocheting, and just chilling. But your weekend sounds as delightful as mine. I love it. Boom, boom, boom. The city should be tougher on enforcing motorcycle driver safety. You know, the city should be tougher, period. I don't buy into this business of letting tourists get away with sanctionable things and locals. So that's just my own opinion. Boom, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Kelly passed the bus yesterday. I wish I was faster with my camera. It looked more like a sinkhole than a pothole. Well, yeah, it looked rather considerable. Talk about a bad scare. Du, da, 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 da. Let's see. Bezos, says Kathy Lay, and Besos, says Angelica. In a nutshell, Jeff Bezos is the owner of the Washington Post. And yesterday, the Washington Post came out and said, we're not going to endorse presidential candidate this year. We're going back to our roots because in the beginning, we didn't endorse a presidential candidate, which struck many people as odd, including the editor-in-chief, who quickly pointed the finger at the owner, Jeff Bezos, of the paper and saying that's BS. And he quit. He quit the paper. So, of course, the rumor mill is that Jeff Bezos is hoping not to further piss the orange-colored presidential candidate up north. And that's essentially what's going on there. Good news from Carmen. 7 tickets left for Friday, November 1st, Dia de Muertos dinner at Oculto. I am so happy to hear that tickets are selling for your second event, which means that the first one sold out. So if you want to join Carmen, this is the event that she's talking about, the Dia de Muertos public dinner at Oculto on Friday, November 1st. I would be there if I could. It sounds absolutely tasty. Let's see. Is there any mini meetups coming soon? Nope. We haven't had a chance to schedule anything, but I'm working on a couple of things. Let's see. The city should start by looking inward, start with garbage collection, then they can focus on drivers using cell phones. I've seen bus drivers using cell phones making change. And one drinking a beer while driving. Ugh. Well, there's one thing I will say, Chris, there's no shortage of things that the city can be doing to improve itself, whether it is garbage collection or caca water, or people that don't clean after their dogs. I mean, I will take any of those as an improvement. Yep. Let's see. You know, I did that deliberately, Sherry, to amuse you. I used tuchus just to amuse you. Yes, I like practicing my Yiddish, what I remember of it. Kevin, Anthony, what a pleasure to see you. What a pleasure to see you. Please let us know about your performances, because I'm sure that you and your Roxanne band, I forget the name. But Kevin, come to the spotlight one of these days. Come join us and tell us about your musical projects. I'd love to hear that. I knew someone would have some dish on the former culture guy. I know you probably do, Carmen, because I remember you told me at one time in which you were invited to be part of the cultural elite of the city. I look forward to hearing your details at some other point. And Kevin says, I would love to. Thank you for the invite. Oh my God, anytime. And please share that information with your buddy Kim. because you guys are so important local performers. Um, please. I mean, you work just next door, so some Wednesday, come and join me at the spotlight, so that people can learn more about you and your performance and all the things that you're doing, and also your real estate life, because I understand you're also now selling real estate. So thank you so much for your interest in the spotlight. And of course, the spotlight is going to take place this coming Wednesday, as every Wednesday. Whenever we have people that register for this Wednesday, we're going to hear from the people that run the Butterfly Sanctuary, and we're going to hear from Kathy Lay from the PuRR Project. So I am so excited about that. It's not even funny. I'm so excited, in fact, that I'm going to end today's broadcast. No, I'm just kidding. This is what we have for today. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you have some time to click on all the right buttons, to subscribe, to follow, to share, to tell people about everything we're trying to do here. And as always, I thank you for your company, your great ideas, and your support. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you again live on Monday morning. Take care.